Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game, if there's anything connected to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that issue with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's all right. You just leave right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information meant for somebody else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind, time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes. Yes, we fucking shall. Watch your ears. What are we getting into? I have no idea. Collective messages, title after the reading. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always and always. Thank you. Welcome, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get them likes up on your way into the video. And check to make sure you're a subscriber, a homie, true and through. Okay. It's not an obstruction. It's a pathway. A message for somebody. It's not an obstruction, it's a pathway. Cheers, dears. I'm hearing it feels really weird to prepare. It feels really weird to get ready. I don't usually get ready for nothing. One big stoner, excuse me. I can feel something like competition energy. There's an energy of competition in the air. Hello, everyone. Welcome. The energy I'm getting, it's uncomfortable as fuck. It's like people arguing about their height. It's like, well, I'm more of a person than you because I'm 5'7". Well, I'm more of a person than you because I'm 5'9". Hello, welcome, 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 my dears. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. Thank you for your comments. Shout out. Move close enough to read the name. Mayor Adele. Hello, welcome, welcome. Shiv Kumar, welcome. CMEP something, welcome, welcome. Rudra, welcome. Malhan, welcome. I hope I say you guys' names right. I'm sorry if I don't. But welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so it's seriously, it's an energy of competition. It's competition. Hello, Mayar. Or Mayor. So it's like, oh, well, I go to work and I get this kind of discount. Well, I work over here and I get this kind of discount. Mine's better. Like, what the fuck? What? That feels petty. It feels real petty. Okay? All right. Let's get into the cards. See what they got to say. Messages for the collective. Somebody's about to be being given the 411. Just in time to make a judgment call over some jaggedy ass jackasses. It's your jurisdiction. I like it. Welcome, welcome. Messages for the collective. What do homies need to know today? Thank you. Clean that shit up. You need to know, clean that shit up. Somebody's mind is their prison. Honey, tell me, in the reverse. So clean that shit up. Their mind is their prison. And honey, don't tell me nothing. You guys are clearing out after some serious juvenile time spent with some serious jackasses. All part of the journey. It's like hanging out with these childish motherfuckers just so you can learn how childish you don't want to be. Hanging out with petty ass bitches just so you can be like, man, I see how petty looks on people and I don't want to be petty. That kind of thing. I mean, but it's also a call for cleanse, smoke cleanse, sound cleanse, go take a shower, wash your dishes, scrub your onion, fucking do some laundry, wash your floors. It's making me think, go through your closets. For somebody, there's something deep, deep, deep ingrained. It needs to go. I mean, like, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Excuse me. Caprello, Trump 2028, make white great again. Goodbye. You won't be missed. Goodbye for now. That's fucking pathetic. I don't know what your idiotic jackass intent was with that comment, but you can go fuck yourself. Trump can do the same. And I hope to God he don't make it to 2028. Oh, what an evil bitch. That man's destroyed so many fucking lives. Nothing he's done has made anything great. Nothing. He's got some serious little man syndrome that he likes to take out on America. And anywhere else that'll let him. So if you're one of them, make America great again. If you're a fucking little carrot top supporter, get the fuck out of here. Get. I'm going to go ahead and silence your ass now. After making an example out of you. Fucking twacked out whack job. Fuck. So when I think of that, have a lovely day. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Don't like it. Get. Don't talk about that motherfucker on my channel. Don't come on here and use supportive language in regards to him, or you will be deleted. I don't give a fuck if you stay in my subscriber count. Piss me off so much I'm fucking stuttering. I don't care if you stay in my subscriber count, watch my videos all you want, but your fucking opinion will not be heard here. Am I clear? Hope to fuck. Take it to the fucking ballots if you want your opinion heard on him. Anyway, it's exactly the type of energy that needs to be cleansed the fuck out. I would say sent to Jupiter and beyond, but even Jupiter don't want them motherfuckers. And Jupiter can't make them stupider. It's not possible. So, here we go. All right, let's talk about it. I guess that's the basis for the reading right there. Now, it's no secret that I'm pretty fresh out of a really abusive relationship. And I mean fucking seriously abusive. To the point that my daughter and I almost didn't make it out. Almost didn't make it out alive. Okay? That's not a joke. It's not an exaggeration. It's not fucking nothing except an explanation of what happened. Now, the man that I ended up with played it off real good in the beginning. I'm really expressive. I don't go vote. I don't like this system. And maybe it's people like me that don't vote that break our system even more, but there weren't nothing good to vote for. There weren't a good choice to vote for, so I'm not going to pick the best of the two fucking evils and go with it. Nope, I'm just going to tap out and say, fuck that, I want nothing to do with that system. My partner, on the other hand, big politic, not really smart enough to understand the world happening, but pretends that they're intelligent because they, understand politics. So we start having these conversations and they're like, well, who do you think you're going to vote for? Who do you think you're going to vote for? I wish I could vote for justice. I'd love to vote for justice, but all these choices on here, none of them is going to bring that. I know it. I feel it. I just ain't. They go in, and actually, all right, to be fair, we have this conversation, and I'm like, they're like, you're going to vote for Trump? Fuck no. Fuck no. Well, why? Just because? Nope. I bet you couldn't guess the reason why I'm not going to vote for that motherfucker. You're going to assume that any of the reasons that I say no is all the reasons everybody else does. I just don't like what he looks like, and he's just too misogynistic for me. He's too in his masculine. Nope. 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 No, my problem is, I've said it before on this channel multiple fucking times. I invite people, I implore them, I fucking beg them, go look it up. My issue with that motherfucker is domestic violence disputes. It's abuse. And it's what he used his power to do the minute he took fucking office. Anyone got a clue about that? He did do it silently, so I don't blame you if you don't. You gotta find it. You gotta like hear that it happened and then go look for it. Or be paying extreme fucking scrutinous attention to what he's doing. He changed the definition of abuse, domestic violence, domestic assault in America. He deleted like 50% of abuse. So now these people can do all this shit that it was already hard enough to get them in trouble for. I got my ass fucking beat, almost killed on the side of the road, to the point that my unborn child was beat dead inside of me. And I couldn't press charges on my fiance because there was no witnesses and it was his word against mine. Even though, little did I know, upon getting with this man, he had been to prison for domestic violence assault before. So, Where's the justice in the system? Where is it? So that was a separate relationship. The next one I get into, he's all this and that. And I'm like, I've got a history of being fucking abused. And this man right here could give a fuck less. He couldn't give a fuck less, excuse me. So why would I vote for him? It's not even just that he doesn't care. It's like he straight up is fucking destroying the lives of victims and survivors. It's not just he's pretending they don't exist. He's fucking like, okay. So change the definition. Make it near impossible for people to be charged with their fucking crimes. And I express this real well. I show all the research. I'm like, this, it's set back fucking, it's not just women's right. Women aren't the only people that get hit. Women are not the only people that get abused. Children aren't the only ones that get abused. Men get abused. Men get fucking beat. Men get raped. Men get told, give me that dick right now or get the fuck out of my house. If you're not gonna have sex with me right now, because I want you to, right now, then there's something wrong and you get the fuck out. That's like rape. That's like fucking coercion. That is force. It happens to men too. So all you dudes that are out there fucking Trump. You just fucking wait until you get abused. You think it can't happen to you? You're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong. And then you open up. You find the strength within to go and talk to someone. Go and tell a professional what happened to you. And they're just like, well, according to Trump's law, that bitch can choke you. That's not abuse. She's allowed to force you to have sex with her. That's not abuse. She can fucking kick you out and throw your fucking this and that. It's okay. She can keep your cell phone and break your windshield so you can't leave. It's not abuse. That's not abuse. You're ridiculous. Go home. Go home to your significant other that's not abusing you by law. Fuck you, Trump, and fuck anyone that supports Trump. Get. Didn't make America great by any means except for pissing off the fucking great ones enough to stand up and say, fuck you, Trump. I'm going to calm down enough to read the comments real quick. My name is Gypsy. I am not abused any longer. No, but I have been. Enough to piss a motherfucker off. So that last relationship that I'm in, and how people are like, oh, honey, baby, whatever. Our nickname, it was Honey. Honey, tell me in the reverse. So that person voted for Trump. I didn't break up with him because he voted for Trump or anything like that. I'm like, whatever. We each have our own opinions, sure. But I tell you right now, when you have one fucking set of core values and morals and understanding and somebody has the exact fucking opposite, opposites don't really attract. They repel. Very, very much so. Absolutely. Thank you very, very much, Keith. As I said, no, currently, as it stands, I am not in an abusive relationship. I have been out of the relationship for probably about a month and a half at this time. And it wasn't necessarily like I wasn't being punched in the face or anything, but I was being cheated on. I was being gaslit. I was being lied to. I was the what's the word? Scapegoat for everything. The person's family did not like me because I'm me, you know, because I smoke, because I use tarot, because I believe in magic, because my God is not their ultimate one fucking Nazi version of a Christian God. Because these people were abusive. They'd be abusing their children, and I'd stand up and be like, excuse me, you want to pick on somebody your own size, leave that little girl alone. And I become the problem. I become the monster, and then you get left out of everything. You get called fucking, you just think you're better than everybody and all the different things. Smear campaigns begin. Giant blowouts when you decide you don't want to go to these people's fucking, Christmas celebrations and get given a fucking Dollar Tree thing so they can pretend that they're sorry that they treated you like shit all year. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I keep losing my spot. I don't know. Basically, you guys got some energy around you that matches this energy for me. That's why I'm able to be like, oh, no, yeah, no, I see exactly what this is. All right. So in my example, this most recent ex, just thought that it's like everybody's fucking property, It's like a power and control struggle for everything. And eventually I just threw my hands up and I'm like, fine. I'm not fighting for power and control. I'm fighting to be heard. You're fighting for power and control. I'm not going to be heard over your fight. So I'm just going to stop trying to get you to hear me, and I'm going to go listen to myself. I'm going to go listen to the inner voice. I'm going to go listen to the higher guidance. I'm going to go, and you go ahead and stay right here where your mind is your fucking prison. I can see your misery. I mean, you guys are just like me. You're like, no, I want to clean this shit up. I'm not happy with the way things are going. You're a fucking jackass. And I feel like it's my job to walk away now. I got nothing left to say. I got nothing left to tell you. Honey, don't tell me nothing. I gotta go. And then where we leave it at. And I like it. May we just automatically and naturally heal our triggers. That's how they abuse us. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, my strong and resourceful friend, says Keith. Absolutely. Yes, I do make my own cards. That's awesome. Keith's working on their own deck as well. And shares Defense Against the Dark Arts strategies on YouTube. All right. So Keith Van 1981. I'm going to need to check that out. I like that. All right. We're going to clean this shit up. I'm going to take these cards off the table. I'm going to smoke cleanse for a second. We're going to get rid of this jigsaw puzzle and move on to something better. Now I feel like I'm supposed to show you guys. Yes, I make cards. I am currently blessed enough that I was able to afford one of the decorated the Rider-Waite on the back decks. They shuffle beautifully. I love them decks. But there are many moments where I feel the calling to make a card, make a deck, make a medium, right? And I don't have a brand new deck of cards that are meant to be, created. I'm going to get my cough medicine. Hang on. Anyway, oftentimes I will feel called to make cards, and I will not have cards like that pre-made, ready to go. But do you think I let that stop me? Fuck no. So like the last deck I made, we have named the Honey deck. Take a moment to read. I do. Echo breathing method to cleanse my nervous system. Nice. Found out that index cards don't work so well. They can be hard for sure, but I have found a way to work around that. I'll show you in a moment. As you enjoy reading these words, realize how your breathing discomfort just automatically and naturally fades into your deepest peace and comfort with every healing breath. Yes and yes. Absolutely. Thank you. All right, so this one I call the Honey deck. This would be, aside from these ones that I've been, and I have videos right here on the channel, also on Gypsy's Busy Box, my other channel. That's where I do the majority of the arts and crafts and things like that, so that I don't come on here and overpower our tarot channel. But so I took printer paper, just some freaking white paper, and folded it into either 6 or 8 per card. Cut them, design them, and then laminate them. Oh, these are not the easiest either. I need a freaking, like one of them guillotine style fucking paper cutters so that I can get them all the right size and length, because by the time you sit there and chop them down with, by hand with scissors, it changes it. Ooh, I like that. So I got the owl. You can see the laminate on the corners. Gotta be real careful. If you don't do it neatly enough, you can end up cutting yourself. But like these things, they shuffle really well. They slip and slide. So I do enjoy doing it that way. I came to realize that if I double it up, then I can draw on the back a little bit better without, like right now, if I show you this, you can kind of see the design on the other side coming through. But like this one has 2 pieces of paper, so you can't. It kind of covers its ass a little better. You know what I mean? So I started figuring that out about halfway through. Then I have like, this is almost all Gypsy made. I do the thing that most channelers do, where we write messages down on a blank playing card deck or empty playing card deck. Regular playing card deck, we put the messages onto them. But then I have things like these, I want to say I got on Amazon. It was like 500 cards, a huge fucking box of strictly blank cards, both sides blank. So I made, that one's kind of hard to see, but this is a whole bunch of decks all in one. For the Homies deck, the DNS S&D deck, the Where To deck, the Alphabet deck, or Alphabet Soup. Bunch of decks all in one. But like those come pre-cut, pre-ready. I like these ones. I need to get me some more of them. They're like playing card size. And then I like color the sides and gypsify them all up. I have more of the Rider-Waite decorated on the back ones. This is actually, these are my first 2 decks like that I ever created, put together. And then I have like a friend of mine was cleaning somebody's house and getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and they had boxes of these blank flashcards, these big giant friggin' things. So I made cards on there, stickers and markers, and just went to town. Then I got a bunch more of the laminated ones, different sizes. I'll end up taking like pages out of books if I'm, like ready to get rid of books. I got way too many this, way too many that. Be like, it's time to clear some out. If there are some that say my daughter ripped some pages out when she was a little baby, so I don't want to go donate that half ripped up book to somewhere, but there are beautiful pictures in it, I might cut them up and turn them pictures into a card that I could use into a reading. The index cards, we are on like 4 boxes, 4 different freaking containers that I keep these in, because I channel on these a lot. Also mixed in with them, I have different bits and pieces of things. That was an old, phase 10 deck, but I put stickers all over it and messages. And so I find it's easiest to shuffle your index cards like this. Bam, 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 bam. Instead of like this. My hand has a hard time stretching. Go like this. They come out pretty easily. Or keep them in said container that they're in. I call it a busy box. So there's just some, like, this is all my most recent channeled stuff. I'll just throw it right on top after I write it back. Boom, boom, boom. Eventually, you'll get read. But then, like, that's all lined up. I can just grab a chunk if I need to, or grab 1, 2, 3. Then there's more than just cards in that box. Shells and, all kinds of things. So, yes. And actually, that is how I got my inspiration to get off my ass and start publishing my own books. I'm upcycling and recycling and using all this material and stuff, but I want to use my own material, and it was like a stepping stone, a hop, skip, and a jump to getting my own books published. It's like a manifestation technique almost, Yes. Absolutely. And that is dabs. That is the cough medicine I was talking about. Helps really break up the mucus down in my lungs that sits heavy. I had started to say that my last relationship wasn't necessarily as horrifically abusive as the previous, and the fact that my most recent ex didn't, punch me in the face or things like that, but He was responsible for my daughter and I getting arsenic poisoning. Prolonged arsenic exposure. As well as prolonged black mold exposure. My body's got a lot of healing to do. And, I don't regret to inform people that smoking decent weed and even smoking organic tobacco is not my problem. It's not the thing that gives me the cough. The cough is there. The smoking actually helps me. Actually, the stuff that needs to be coughed up is there. Okay? The shit is there. On a normal day, my body doesn't really want to cough. It's like, no. So the stuff will sit in my lungs heavy and make me sick. Like very, very sick to the point that I don't want to get up. I don't want to move. I don't want to eat. I don't want to talk. Can't sing. Nothing. No shower. No coffee. No coffee. Because I can't cough. And it makes me feel like a walking swamp inside. Smoke a little, cough my fucking chicken nuggets up, and boom, I'm ready for the day. I'm ready to just fucking take it all on. That's why I call it the cough medicine. All right. Yes. Yeah. And it was a great mix of both, As you enjoy reading these words, realize how your immune system just automatically and naturally remembers its optimal states more with every healing breath. Thank you. Yes, I have very damaged lung tissues. And actually, a lot of people don't understand that smoking to the best of my ability, the more proper things that I can. I'm not out there smoking the dirt weed that's full of all the pesticides and all the different things, and the cigarettes. I go top notch for a reason. Actually, is keeping my body in a state of paying attention to here. Where I smoke, my body goes and is like, oh, let's, we got to work at this. We got to be over here doing some work. And I mean, by all rights, I could be dead. I should be dead. If you guys go back to this time last year, something like that, there are videos of me like on my deathbed where I can barely talk to you guys. And it's not, I'm coughing. It's that my jaw was basically like the bottom jaw was quite well unhinged. The arsenic that I was taking in, it was in water form. It was in the well water. I'm an avid coffee drinker. Okay. And I'm a little weird. I go like this. And it's almost like, people suck on hard candy all day. Whatever, you got a fucking lollipop, you got this, that. I drink my coffee and I'll hold a little tiny bit in my mouth until it loses its flavor, like gum. Because it keeps my tongue tasting like coffee. It makes it taste good. I fucking love coffee. It's like one of my favorite flavors. A good tasting coffee. So I'll let it sit and sit and sit in my mouth. Now, if you know anything about the bloodstream and how the body works, when you have something sitting underneath of your tongue and in your mouth, that's how it gets to your bloodstream the fastest. So it was getting in underneath of my tongue and deteriorating all of the muscles from underneath of my tongue throughout the underneath of my jawbone, down my neck, and starting in my spine and my shoulders. Basically, I got riddled with so much stuff in the tissue that it started to eat away at the tissue. I ended up in physical therapy. They start you out with this test where they'll have you lay down on the bed and you're laying flat and they want you to lift your head up and like look at your belly button for a minute. So, and you're supposed to be able to do that for, quite some time. I lay down, I do the thing. I didn't even make it to 3 seconds, and my head smashed back on the table so hard that she was worried that I was going to get a concussion. She helps me sit up, fucking gets me some water and everything because my head hit that table so hard after 3 seconds or less. And she's like, "You are not okay. I'm really glad that you are here. You are not okay." And it took about 6 to 8 months to be able to get my head to the point that I could lift it for 30 seconds or more. Now I can get up there for like a minute and a half. It does get really, really sore. It's some of the, I could never really explain, but it's like some of the weakest, most painful feelings in the muscles, in the tissues. And the house that we were staying in, so it had arsenic in the well, which the person knew about, and to be fair, did tell me that it was there, but told me that everything was okay because they had a reverse osmosis system installed. And so I'm drinking from the reverse osmosis system, assuming everything's fine if I'm not using that main faucet. Well, first, come to find out, he's puts it off on, I'm just a man, I'm just a dude, I don't know no better. But the reverse osmosis spout runs very slowly, a very small amount of water compared to the main faucet. So if he were making macaroni and cheese or mashed potatoes or something like that with a great deal of water in the pot, he didn't want to wait for the reverse osmosis to slowly drip. He was like, "Nope, we're going to go with the faucet that's on full blast," and assumed that he was cooking out the arsenic and whatever else may be in the water. Come to find out, when you do that, you're actually making the arsenic more potent. I didn't know anything about this shit until this. I heard arsenic was a poison, and I just figured that's something somebody, if you're not careful, somebody's going to sneak up behind you at a bar and stab you in the neck with arsenic. Like, my life straw can help. It can. Yep. So the problem was, yes, it's a neurotoxin. It's a toxin for everything. It causes cancer, like just everything. It's really bad. Death. First off, it's lethal. But so this person, they had owned their own home. They had been there for about 8 years, and the RO system was installed when they first moved in. Their realtor could not legally sell them the property in the home with the water the way it was unless they put in a system. So they put in the RO system and told the guy, "You have to maintain it once a year, every year professionally. The professionals have to come. They have to clean out the bladder of the tank, the membranes and all these things. They have to change the filters to the tank." So he agrees, he signs for it, does all these things, and then never, ever, ever, ever maintained the system in 8 or more years. So this man has kidney failure, end-stage renal failure. One of his kidneys is dead inside of his body, and the other one is at like 4%. It was at 17 something, I believe, when I met him. Now it's around 4%. He had told me it's a hormonal thing, probably genetic, his kidneys, whole 9 yards. I don't believe that anymore. I no longer believe that. I believe that it was the water, and or also the fact that um, the house that he lives in, um, every time I would go over there, the first thing that you smell when you open the door is mildew. You get that moldy house smell. It's a pretty house though. It's clean. It's not, you're not walking into a dump pile like expecting it to stink. You walk up to this pretty rent and you're just like, ooh, and you open the door and it's like, ooh, you know, okay, well, as I started to move out there, which was a rush, it's a different town from my town. I had no transportation at the time. He had his vehicle. He has all his health stuff going on and a job. And he's like, I can't go back and forth. So if we're going to be together, then, I mean, you live in an apartment. So why don't you come live out at my house? Move all your stuff out to my house. Bring all your pets out to my house. Bring your kid out to my house. And of course, if we're going to get serious, we're going to get committed. Why would I not be moving out to the house? So we start moving all these things, and little by little things started to not feel right. It's like, this just ain't quite it. And little by little, I started to not feel right. And I started to get sick, and I told him that I wasn't feeling very good. I wasn't sure what it was. Maybe the smell from the mold, and I could see some mold visible. You walk in the bathroom and the ceiling had black mold, and he's like, no, that's just, dirty, yucky, this and that. And well, what? Instead of bitching and moaning about it, why don't you just clean it? I'm allergic to mold. Like, that's a part of why I was looking to get out of my apartment in the first place, because my apartment has mold. That's kind of the only way it was easy to get me to leave here without us being married or engaged or anything like that was, all right, we don't have to be. At least we're going to start building something better than what I'm able to come up with on my own, and we'll take it step by step, day by day, things like that. Anyway, I start getting sick. I start telling him, maybe it's the mold, maybe it's, this or that. He's like, no, I'm not sick. Nobody else gets sick. Other people have lived here and they're not sick. Everything's fine. I'm like, well, you're not sick, but you have kidney failure. And you say that you've been told that it comes from this. But that's not diagnosed or documented as the actual issue, because they can't pinpoint what it was exactly that took out your kidneys. All right. Anyway, basically what it was I was being gaslit. I didn't realize that. I just thought that I was being a problem to him, trying to be like, something's wrong. I was being a burden with my issues, that I didn't have before I got there. But my daughter started to get sick, and she was getting sick in the same ways that I was getting sick. And it's not just sniffly nose, little cough here and there. Our fingernails were cracking and breaking on our hands. And I mean, like, up to the fucking, this part, not at the end, like where you clip them, but up where they grow. We had these lines that if you touched our fingernails, they were called pitting and grooving. I'd never heard of it before till our doctor had seen it. But it was like if you took a fucking carving knife and carved straight lines all the way down our nails, or because it was mixed, or one nail was one and one nail was another. But there was like, it was like if you had taken a fucking like a pencil and just stabbed and put little fucking force pushed holes almost through the nails. Our toenails, if I would stub my toe, my entire fucking toenail would come off. Our hair was falling apart falling out in clumps, handfuls, whether we were washing it, just going like this. Our breasts hurt really bad. You could not touch them. You could not hug us. We could not wear bras, shirts. I would cry trying to put a shirt on if it was a supportive, fucking tight material by any means. Getting in the shower, having the water touch. And that turned out to be a huge part of making it worse. Was we'd get in, we'd take these really hot showers or a bath. I don't have a bathtub in my apartment. This is the apartment. This place, I left this place to go to that place. And I almost gave this place up, but I didn't give this place up because shit started going real wrong in that place. Came back to this place. But this place, I was kind of easy prey in the beginning. I love bathtubs. I want to take a bath. I want to put some Epsom salt in a fucking bath and just lay back and relax. I don't have a tub. I haven't had a tub in years. He does. I don't have a dishwasher. He does. My kid eats a lot. I wash dishes all day long, and I still hear, I need a spoon. I need a bowl. Big thing, laundry. I hand wash all of my laundry. All of my daughter's laundry, our blankets. When my vehicle's working, I can get to the laundromat. When it's not, I'm not loading up a little fucking wagon and taking it across the city in a dangerous fucking... I'm not doing it. I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to hand wash them motherfuckers. And I tell you, it hurts. And it's a lot. And it's really soul crushing if you sit there and you wash a queen size fucking blanket and you get it to the best that you can get it, and it doesn't dry correctly and it smells funny, and you've got to do it again and hope and pray you can get that funny smell out. Like, man, so when somebody comes along and they're like, I see you struggling. I see you. I have a tub. I have a dishwasher. You deserve these things. I don't even use them. I'm a fucking dude. Like, fucking, if you do my laundry with your laundry, then yeah, And I'm like, yeah, that's teamwork. Work together. Get out there. Turns out we got arsenic in all of our clothes. I was soaking in fucking arsenic. Anything that I was putting in my tub to detoxify my body was actually pulling the arsenic out of the water and helping it soak back into my body. Anyway, I didn't realize it was arsenic. That's what was happening to us. To me, oh no, that's an issue that's already been taken care of, so it's not an issue. And it's not my house, and I'm the lady, and let guy take care of his shit, Well, yeah, I didn't even take a minute to read what's happening over here, but I had seen the whole forehead comment a moment ago, and I'm like, I like my face. Just for the record, I like my forehead. I got a big forehead because I got a big fucking brain. So if you're trying to insult me, you're not. You're making yourself look like an ass, by the way. And thank you, Keith. I appreciate your being on point over there. If I see another comment about my forehead from... is your name Vlad? Your name's Vlad and you're talking about people's foreheads? Is that a thing? I'm going to mute you, but... I can continue along. My daughter started to get sick, and it was a lot of the same things that I was having. We got what was called lesions across our body. Our skin, fucking my chest was just ripped open, and it looked like craters from the moon. Shit was awful. And not to mention, that's just the look, the feeling of things. My throat, my glands on both sides of my neck were swollen out to here. In the process, I will say that I mentioned this person was cheating on me, lying to me, and gaslighting me. A huge part of it was online. Chatterbait, things like that, jerkmate, whatever. Going on there, watching all of this really, really fucking disgusting, filthy content. Okay, when I look back at the logs and the shit, because we can find it. We can find things. Guy was a fucking freak, and this person is at least 2 of my body weight, no problem. Probably a little bit more than that, and choked me. Started like reenacting something that he had seen in one of his filthy little videos, and I'm like sitting there trying to be like, you know, hey, I'm already weak and not feeling great and all these things, and have this big giant person on top of you just pushing on your throat, putting their weight and smiling like they're getting their kicks. And I suffered from what they call borderline arterial dissection. Basically, if somebody pushes on your throat hard enough, they can literally dissect your arteries from each other. So my throat, I looked like I can't even, it was awful. Like I said, I did my best to still be here for my channel and be here for the homies, be here for myself, because I needed something to fucking hold on to. So there are videos where you can clearly see. You know, a lot of them I ended up turning the camera down to my hands, but you can see in my hands, you know, and you can hear it in my voice. And eventually I do start opening up and talking about it a little bit. Now I talk about it a little more freely than I was able to before, but nope. Wrong thing. We're not going to time out you fucking asshat. You're just going bye-bye. So, yeah. Anyway, that was an experience. That happened. What? I can't even remember now why I'm talking about all of this. Except to say, those cards that I seen on the table felt a lot like that type of energy. And yeah, I guess we're here to say love, prayers, and serious spiritual guidance to those dealing with anything like anything I've just said. Yes, chill out time. But also, I like to use that to think back and be like, you know, I've grown so much. I'm here. I'm talking. My throat works. My body works. My brain still works. I learned a lot. I started a series in my artwork called Stained by Pain after all of this, where, you know, it's like life after arsenic poisoning is a lot different than life before it. It really is. It would never been a thing that I thought was going to be a part of my story, but it is. You know? Adapt, improvise, and overcome to naturally avoid harmful intentions more with every healing breath. Indeed. I know, right? I feel like, I'm not going to lie, there's a really good chance that that person was connected to my ex. I've been stalked, and I don't like to talk about it. It's embarrassing. It makes me feel like I'm silly, like I'm doing something wrong. But He and his family drive by my house multiple times a day, every day. Just about every reading that I do. Motherfucker didn't watch my readings or support my channel while we were together, but he stalks and trolls the moment that I leave to torture. It's a torture tactic, terrorizing, to be like, I told you, if you left me, you weren't going to get away that easy. And he follows through on his word. He didn't follow through on any of his words when we were together, but he follows through on them now. He's not made it easy for me, but that's okay because it just makes me stronger every fucking day. And this continuance, because if you ask me, that was his brother, fat little piece of shit fucking gamer that doesn't move off his couch ever, except maybe fucking go. Never mind. Forgive me. I don't generally call people fat. I'm chubby myself, but sometimes people just get you wrong. You know, it goes to show, though, we're all people. We're all dealing with real life situations, and none of us are alone. We're not. We don't have to be. Affirmation station right here. We don't have to be afraid, and we don't have to be alone. You know, what is it? Yeah. All right. What do we have for time anyway? An hour? I've been here for an hour. Holy cannolis. Oh, we got on all of that because of the coughing. I need to cough. And I tell you what, that right there, talking about that, sometimes I feel like I talk in circles about it. I haven't hashed it all out yet. I've only been out of it for, again, it's like 6-7 weeks, something like that. But these last 6 or 7 weeks have been some of the most fucking light and refreshing of the entire year. Like the last 3, really. Honey, tell me in the reverse again. F in the reverse. Somebody does not like it when you're free. They get fidgety when you're experiencing freedom. When everything's flowing for you, when you're blooming like a flower, when you're taking flight, they feel like a failure. They feel like a fool. Fixated in fear. Their whole life and your whole life flash before their eyes. And they are not happy with what they see. But they would never tell you that. They would never tell you how jealous they are because they know exactly how juvenile it is. They know exactly how evil it is. They know that they have no fucking spiritual jurisdiction to feel what they feel, think what they think, desire what they desire, wish what they wish, do what they do. None. Their job here has been a fucking joke. So it is. Somebody else is dealing with something like this, like what I've been dealing with. Because I thought my person supported me. We first got together, they were like, oh, you're such a beautiful painter. I love this about you. I love that you read cards. I love your channel, all this stuff. And within, a month or two, and I had said it, I'm like, well, if I'm going to start moving out there, I want to paint. And I want to do what I want to do, you know? This is my first apartment that I've really opened up and made a big old garden and like started to try to establish myself and some roots. And if I'm leaving it to move to a house, well, then I want a big garden, you know? I want to do permaculture. I want to feed my family. I want to paint my office space and all the things. And I did get started, but was then, you know, stopped at every turn about how I couldn't do this and couldn't do that. And this just didn't work for this and that. And it's like, well, I mean, now it's all changed. Everything's different. Okay. I mean, whatever. Try to find different ways around. Crap. What was the reason I was bringing that all up? This shit makes my brain just start to shut down, you know, but I guess that's a part of it. That's what I was trying to say. Talking about it. Talking about these things helps, you know, and that's a huge part of why I'm here, is for us to talk to each other, you know. It's what the channel's for. It's what the collective's for. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Somebody's been dealing with my person. I would have thought, you know, they supported me and they would have wanted the best for me and see me grow and help me grow my channel so that I could, you know, it was always a problem that they made more money than me. So I wasn't able to help support this and that. And even when I would try to help support things at the house, then I was told it's not my house and you don't. Yeah, I mean, you live here, but it's not yours. And it's like, well, how's it ever going to be mine then? Basically, things I just said about this person's watching me work on being a lighter version of myself, watching me work on taking flight, watching me be like the bee, buzzing around from flower to flower, flight to flight, taking flower to flower, getting all my nectar, following my future, following what feels like freedom to me. And they feel like a failure at the sight of me doing good. It's the thing we hear all the time about our light, you know, fucking irritates people's demons and shadows. It really does. It really, really does. Even if these people they could sit there and tell you, and no, it's not everyone, all right? But they'll sit there and tell you anything. What do they show you? Yeah. There's this big old overarching energy of look at what's being shown. Another overarching energy of don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to listen to yourself. Never. And if you can't find someone to listen, I pray right now, everything that I've got, that the right ones do. The right ones start, the right ones will. Listen. Not just hear, but listen. With intent to understand and the ability to do so. Yes. He says, my message is pause, breath, reset, mastery, my strong and resourceful friends. The loops that got you there will never help out of it. Sometimes they can. The loops that got me into that, or, perspectively, perceptively, are kind of the loops that help bring me home. I would much rather use up all my strength in my arms and feel fucking sore and just achy, and like right now I got a crook in my fucking shoulder and my neck and stuff, but like I've been getting stuff done around here. I've been doing the laundry. I've been washing them dishes. I've been scrubbing the things. I've been painting. I've been making the cards. I'm so thankful to make it back home and hand wash them clothes. Like, I don't know. This is an apartment that I live in. I'm going to have to paint these. This is going to, when I leave, I don't imagine it's going to stay like this. I've been told I must paint if I want my security deposit back. And unless they tell me that's a masterpiece and we'd like to keep it, then I'm going to have to, whitewash the walls. But I expect that here. I know that because that's the understanding. It's an apartment. Future faking says, this house is yours. This house is a place for you to spend all of your, articulated energy and all of your light and all of your time and effort and energy, believing that you're fucking, creating your forever home, co-creating, decorating your forever home. But the sick, twisted reality is that there's somebody on the other side that's prompted you to believe this is your home that knows for a fact it's not and will never be, and they'll never let it be because of their power and control problems that they pretend and lie and say they don't have. Like, people can be seriously fucking twisted and lay down next to you and tell you they love you at night and pillow talk, go body to body with you while telling you they love you, while knowing all this shit about themselves. Anyway, yeah, I guess it's figuring out how to transmute and alchemize the energy of the loops. Maybe, potentially, huh? Absolutely. I love that. May we all just automatically and naturally be like Sherlock Holmes and John Wick when required. That's awesome, because that is the movie that my son, who was going through a whole lot of, his own stuff that weren't great, had the same kind of feelings and vibrations. That's the first series of movies that he picked when he got out of his relationship, was the John Wick movies. That's cool. Yeah. All right, so I am going to jump off here, heat up my coffee, and how'd you say that? Shift my emotional state like a Jedi Master myself. That is awesome. I'm going to have to check that out. I did say the screen name in this video, so I will be able to find it. But if you'd like to leave an actual... I always click the thing to replay the live chat messages, but they never actually play when I watch the video later. So if you guys ever want to leave comments and know that I got them after the reading, you got to leave them in the comment section. Sometimes it takes me a little while to reply to them because YouTube won't show me that I have a comment. I'll have to go video by video by video and look and see if I have any comments in them. It's just some glitches here and there, but much appreciated. Thank you very much, Keith. I hope that you have a blessed day. I send love to all, and especially any that are in this fucking vibration that I've been talking about. Because right now, I feel it. Those ones need it especially. That won't be an always thing. Much love, my dears. For any interested in my books, links in the description box below. Anyone that feels called to donate, links in the description box below. Our other channel, Gypsy's Busy Box. I don't think I have a link below for that yet, but it's Gypsy's Busy Box. If you see anything on this page, any page commenting from that is me. Awesome. I appreciate it. I will give it a look. Much love, homies. Until we speak again, my dears. My dears. Don't be afraid to be you.